So, did you feel that earthquake 2 weeks ago? Probably not, because it didn't really manifest, at least not for us locally. What I'm referring to is the changes that happened to the way real estate is practiced nationally. And that changed due to a settlement with the National Association of Brokers and went into implementation 2 weeks ago. Moving forward, the buyer's agent will now that compensation will become part of the negotiation for the purchase of the property. Now, prior to even seeing a property, a buyer is required to have a buyer broker agreement in place. And I'm going to put a link below with a blank copy that you can have a look at to review. That agreement outlines the duties of the agent as well as if there's limitation in terms of which property, for how the duration of the agreement, etc. And of course, what the compensation will be to the buyer's agent. Now, that compensation still could be paid by the seller. If not, it'll be paid by the buyer, or it could be a combination of the two. And that's all going to be determined in the offer. So, moving forward, those buyer agreements are required. Now, we are afraid that some buyers are going to think that if they go directly to the listing agent, that will save them money. Word to the wise. That's not a good idea. In fact, that is illegal in about 17 states. The reason is because buyers need their own representation, exactly as you would in a trial, say. Um, and also, the listing agent is going to ask for compensation at any rate. So it doesn't really save a bunch of money, and it could really, really, in the long run, be very expensive if you aren't properly represented as the buyer. We are finding around here locally that sellers still are offering to pay the buyer commission, and that's simply because it's in their best interest. By offering to pay the buyer commission, the that opens up additional buyers to the seller, because otherwise there are a number of buyers who won't be able to afford the property because buyer agent compensation cannot be financed. So that adds additional costs for the buyer. Additionally, sellers, for the most part, are very sophisticated. They understand that they need to get out in front of that negotiation, so they just want to do it up front and be in control. So therefore, we're really not finding a change here locally, at least not for now. So, but we'll see what happens in the future. Right now, it's just a matter of, allocation could be different. Uh, it's the same, pretty much the same dollars and cents. It's just how it's allocated. So anyway, I'd be happy to answer any questions that you might have. So always feel free to reach out. Give me a call, text, or email. Bye.